Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, it's your girl Erin. Thanks for tuning in for this special bonus video of my conversation I had with Sarah from Lose Weight Sara. We had this conversation about a week and a half after we started our 5K Sweatember challenge, slow-mo 5K Sweatember, hashtag. And it was a great conversation. I hope you guys stick around for it. Enjoy.
Hey guys, I'm Sarah.
And hi.
And we are doing a little collaboration that we are calling hashtag slow-mo 5K Sweatember. And that is part of our Sweatember challenge, where we are on a journey to run a 5K slowly.
Emphasis on the slow-mo, especially for me.
100%. Me too. In fact, I think, and we'll talk about this when we get into the questions that we're going to ask each other, but I was probably a lot slower than I actually thought I was. So anyway, so what we're going to do today is we're probably going to laugh a lot because that's what we do whenever Erin and I get on a call together. But we have some questions that we prepared that we're going to ask each other, and then we're going to add those into our respective videos. You definitely want to head over to one of our channels to see what the other had to say about it. So with all that being said, Erin, do you want to go first? I can ask you the questions.
I can ask, yeah, well, yes. But I also was thinking, based on my last video, should we add a new hashtag? Slow-mo 5K jiggly Sweatember.
You know what?
Just came up with it. Thinking about.
Listen, don't even. I'm so proud of you. Jiggly or not, you are doing amazing out there, okay? Like amazing. So don't even go there. What day of training are you on? Where are you at?
Number 5. So week number 2 and number 2, because there's 3 a week. So I'm in session number 5. I did one earlier today, and it was 28 minutes. And yeah, so it was, I've had highs and lows. I've had issues with the app, unfortunately. Most of it's been with it's tracking me. So I have everything open. I have 2 other apps running because after my first one, I realized it wasn't working correctly, and I wanted to compare different ones. So I have Fit and Map My Walk going. And yeah, the app keeps saying I'm doing less than half a mile every time I run for 28 to 30 minutes. And then it shows me like running through people's houses. Or today, just had me starting at the middle of my street and running home.
That's so weird. And so I should probably give a little clarification here too. So Erin runs outside. I run inside on a treadmill. So the distance and where she's going matters a lot more to Erin, as I am only in my living room and that is where I stay. And the app we're using is called 5K Runner. We both paid $10 for the app. So I feel like for $10 it should work. So 5K Runner, if you somehow see this, like get on it.
I emailed them and they haven't gotten back to me. I emailed them on Sunday. It's now Friday. Nothing other than hey, we got your email. We will be responding soon. And that again was Sunday. Oh, the other thing is that I did run with it on Monday, and for some reason it was a half an hour run like it's supposed to be. And after 45 minutes, I was like, "What's up?" I was like, "You're halfway down." I was like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not."
That's so weird. I wonder if you maybe hit the pause button.
I'm wondering if I inadvertently hit the pause button and then somehow hit the pause button again to have it start up again. But
yeah, because I imagine that's challenging. Like for me, so I'm putting like I have it on the phone and I just put it up on like the little shelf thing on my treadmill. So I don't have to mess with it at all. But if you're holding it in your hand, I imagine that's kind of a challenge to like not hit the buttons.
True. I've been trying to put it in my yoga pants have pockets I've been putting in the yoga pants or
Gotta have pockets.
my boob purse because I wear a regular bra, a sports bra, at least a tank top, and usually something else. So it's in there. But if
Jeez.
that's what
Well, hopefully we can get that figured out moving forward.
I really hope
Because
so, because it's really frustrating to be putting this much effort into something and you feel like you're making major good headway, and it's like you did nothing. You stood in place the whole time.
But we know you didn't. We know you did something. You did extra something, as the case may be.
Made me late for my pedicure.
5K runner, we cannot have this. This is unacceptable. So what would you say was your biggest challenge this week?
Running when it says to run. I will start when it says it, but for the minute to a half, it's hard. It's a struggle for me to do it consistently through that time. Especially going uphill, which for some reason I time it perfectly that I'm always going uphill when it says run. And
that's hard. It's 110% harder.
Today I had Nico with me. So I was pushing him in the stroller. I was like, okay, it's just me and Nico. I got to get my run in today. Let's do this. And between that and the stroller, it's an extra 50 pounds. Him in the stroller, it's extra 50 pounds. And I'm pushing that uphill while I try to run. I'm like, that was a bad choice.
Oh.
Well, because I'm just starting and I'm not at that point where I can run all the way through that time. And I can't run all the way through the time pushing an extra 50 pounds.
Yeah, no, that's really hard. That's really, really hard. First of all,
that's my endurance, I guess.
You did it. You did it. That's kind of the nice thing about following along with like one of these apps is like you can repeat the days. So like you can build up to that. And I know you're going to, because I've seen like how much progress you've made already, just like in the first week, which is amazing. So like, don't be hard on yourself for that, because you really did just start. So I think it's like, I really think you're doing awesome for somebody who just started. Like when I watched your video the other day and you had the clips of you running, I was like, look at her go. You would not know that you like literally just started.
That was a highlight reel, for real. For real.
Building on that, like what would you say you did really well this week?
Doing it. Like I'm doing it. that's my thing. And I feel like even today when I was going for my run, the voice popped up, said, you're halfway there. I was like, already? Like, and that blew my mind today. I was like, wait, are you sure? Like I thought it was messing up again, but no, I was 15 minutes in, like halfway through my or 14 minutes in, because it was 28 minutes today. And I'm just like, what?
I love that so much.
I was like, look at that. So that was cool. I mean, the fact that I'm doing it, I'm doing it. That's cool to me.
And I agree. And I applaud you for that. So what is one thing that you would say you want to improve on moving into like the next week?
Consistency with running. Every time that I want to say bitch, every time that bitch says run, I want to run. All the time. When that bitch says run, I want to run.
That's so funny. I think on one of the harder ones that I did this week, she said something like, you're doing great, you're almost there. And I like totally dropped an F-bomb. I was like, F you, I know, I want to be done. So I
yell back in inanimate voices. I do.
It makes you feel better. It does.
It does.
It can't hear you and you can't hurt its feelings. So. Or maybe it can hear you. I don't know.
Oh, you're calling me a bitch and you're walking 0.04 miles today.
Okay, so last question is, what was your big takeaway this week? What was one thing that like you learned?
It's again that I can do this. It's possible. And I've already been seeing an improvement from day one, and I've just done 5 runs. And that to me kind of blew my mind, that I'm already doing better. My body's already feeling better. Like I see it, I feel it. The second half of that is don't trust apps. Don't.
I agree.
Use other apps that focus on maps only, I guess. I don't know, because my solution problem is other apps, but you know.
And like, so it's so funny because it was so hard choosing an app. And we tried to pick the one that was like described as the most beginner friendly, but I guess only the running part is beginner friendly, not like app usage. I'm so proud of you. I really think you did amazing. I think, like I said, I watched your video and I'm like, she doesn't look like no beginner out there. She's doing amazing. You're doing great. And I'm glad you're feeling good about it. Like I'm glad I could tell you're proud of yourself. And I think that's even more important than me being proud of you.
Because I didn't think I ever could run, ever. It's not something I've, when they test you in school, run that mile, like
Oh God.
I never ran a mile.
I dreaded that thing. Dreaded it because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it.
Presidential award be damned.
Yeah. I never got one either.
My neighbor saw me running and he drove past me like, Erin, what? Hands me a bottle of water. Stay hydrated.
Friendly neighbor.
She's a nurse. So she's like, no, it's hot out. You drink.
I love it. That was nice.
It was.
That was one thing I wanted to ask you about too, because I know you said in your video, like there was always that thought in the back of your head that like somebody's making fun of you or being mean. And I am like 110% sure that nobody is thinking mean things. I guarantee you they are like, look at her go. Good for her. You got this. Get it, girl.
But I actually experienced, like, I used to, my parents lived close to the beach. And so when I used to live there and I would work out there, I would walk from the beach, like right up the broad walk, up Cliff Walk and back down. And if you go to 40 steps and back from my parents' house, it's like 3 miles. So I used to do that and just walking. And one day I was out walking and somebody just had to yell out the window of their car. And it was just like, why? Like, why would you feel the need to do that? Like, I'm not at home sitting on my couch eating Twinkies. I'm out walking.
Right. People can be.
And there's other times when, like, I was dressed. I was in a formal concert. So I was in a black and white gown. I thought I looked beautiful in it. And I was walking down the street in downtown Newport. And so it was like, hey, wow. Because it was a white stripe in the middle with black on the sides. And I'm just like, I thought I looked pretty. Have I put that dress on ever since? No, and I love that dress.
You know what though? That's a problem with them. That's not a problem with you. That's because you think about the kind of person you are if you actually say something like that out loud to anybody. I would never be cruel to anybody purposely. You know what I mean?
No, but there's a reason why that voice is there.
Yeah.
So which day of training are you on?
I'm ill prepared. Don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't even know the answer to my own questions. I have to look. I'm an idiot. Oh my God. I'm telling you, you guys think I'm joking when I'm like, I know I'm really the worst YouTuber ever. No, I'm like really, really bad. Okay. So I skipped ahead because for those who don't know, like Erin's really just getting started. I've been running for a while. I can do like 3 laps on the track, but I've never tracked things like my time, my distance, any of that. So I'm at the lower end of like intermediate runner, I would say. So week 1 was like just ridiculously easy to me. Like it wasn't even fun. I didn't enjoy it. Let's put it that way. Cause I was just like, okay, this is like, it wasn't that long of a workout either. So I ended up having to do extra. So I skipped ahead. So I actually did week 3, day 1 yesterday. So I'm right now on week 3. I did go entirely through week 2 though, this first week, because it was a little bit more challenging.
What was your biggest challenge this week?
I think my biggest challenge was, I want to say it was the week 2, day 2 workout where it started bumping up to 1.5 minutes. And like I said, so I've never measured like my time or distance or anything like that. So for me, I was like, oh my God, a minute and a half. Like that sounds like a long time. How long was I going for out there on the high school track? Like, I have no idea. So I think a big part of it was like mental blockage for me, where I had this like a little bit of fear about how I was going to do. So there was that. And then the fact that like, I really wasn't, how do I want to put this? I just wasn't sure how it was going to go. Like, I think I just had like that self-doubt of like, oh, well, week 1 was easy, but like, you're not going to do week 2. It's not going to be the same thing. Like, I was scared about it.
I think you did great.
Oh, thank you.
What did you do well this week?
So I was really proud of myself because I can do all the runs. I can get through them. Like I just said, like, didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I did it. Like I did it. And I was just like, I'm doing this. Like, I can run a long time. Yeah, little pat on the back there. And I think just getting over that like fear was something that I did well.
Yay! Proud of you. What's one thing you want to improve on, work towards for next week?
So I would say my breathing like really needs practice. And that's one thing like I think is lacking in the app, is that there are like, when you run, like you really do need to be conscious of how you're breathing and your posture. And so I tend to go like down like this, and I'm running, when you really need to be like kind of shoulders back a little more, like front forward, and breathing in and breathing out and being conscious of that. So I've got the running part down. It's the rest of it that comes with it that'll help me run better. That I need to work, that I know I need to work on big time.
I just would run out of breath. Like, I like the hands on the hips, lock it.
Oh, I did some of that too. Don't you worry.
So what did you learn this week?
So, and this is what I started to talk about earlier, that I said, we're going to get there. So for me, I just got my treadmill. So I'm kind of new to like treadmill, but it's been 100 and something degrees outside every day. And when you go to the high school track, it's a blacktop track, and it's just so hot. I mean, it's like, I can't even I thought I was going to, the last time that I went, and it was late at night, it was like 8:00 and it was still disgustingly hot. I thought I was going to pass out. So going from outside to the treadmill, something I realized was I was probably going really, really slow out there, because I need to learn how to pace myself. So right now, like I walk at like a 3.0 mile per hour speed on the treadmill, and then run at 4.1 mile per hour. So there's not like a huge difference between my walk speed and my run speed. It is a slow-mo 5K for a reason. But I think for me, and I actually made a lot of progress this week, weight loss wise too. So I think for me, I wasn't working as hard as I thought I was outside. And now I'm seeing the difference. Like, I am actually working out harder on the treadmill than I was outdoors. So there's a lot of things that kind of like factor into that. And I need to learn it, right? Like, just learn kind of what the difference is, because it takes more energy to move yourself forward than it does for a belt to spin under you. So it's just kind of an interesting, like, I guess, comparison of running outside versus running on the treadmill. It's just been a very different experience for me, kind of on both ends, if that makes sense.
It totally makes sense, because I think the difference between running or walking under your own pacing, I think, is one thing that you can go, oh, I can go a little faster, I can go slower. You tend to go on the side. I would go easier myself. The treadmill, I think, might be good because it keeps you on that consistent pace. And when you go up to the 4.1, you're doing 4.1 the entire time, not
right.
I'm doing on average 3 right now walking, and now I'm going to jog, but I'm going to jog anywhere between 3 to 4. You know what I mean? Like, so that might be a cool thing. What do you think going forward, how you're going to feel next week? What do you think next week will
So week 3, day 1 was hard. It was hard. There was a 2.5 minute run. So you do a minute and a half, and then you do two or three that are 2.5.
Now I'm
And
scared.
so it was hard. It was hard. And I think most of it was mental though. Okay. Like I really do believe like a good portion of running is your mental, like getting over that kind of hurdle of like seeing that amount of time and being like, oh, I can't do that. You know, I'm not going to do that. But really, I'm trying to keep like a positive, real positive mindset of like, I'm just going to give it my best. And if my best does it the whole time, rock on. If it doesn't, then I'll do better next time.
Can I give you a slight suggestion?
I would love to hear it.
I put my Bluetooth earbuds in, so the voice comes over the Bluetooth. I don't actually look at my app very much unless I feel like something. So I don't know when I'm supposed to run or when I'm.
You just have to get the cue.
I just get the cues like, okay, start running. And then
that is wicked smart.
You're gonna say walk now? You're gonna say walk now? Please say walk now. Please say walk now. And then he goes, okay, now walk. And I'm like, okay. And then like, so I don't look, I don't anticipate like the countdown or how long it's gonna be. I listen to music, and that helps me, that breathing.
Yeah.
That's something that I've been doing that I think helps because I don't know how long I'm running for. And at the end of the app, you're like, oh, you ran a total of 8 minutes this time. I'm like, cool.
That is awesome. I actually love that. Because right now I put my Pandora station on and then I'll just watch the app. And I wonder if I would feel better not. I'm going to try that. So I think I do my next one will be on, it'll be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. If it's not tomorrow, it's Monday is when I do my next one. So yeah, so I'm going to try that and see. Can't hurt to try it. I can always just go look at it. Doesn't hurt anything.
So the conversation that I had with Sarah, one, lasted way longer than this. We actually stopped recording and just kept Zoom talking for like another, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. Like evidently when we get together, we giggle a lot and we chat a whole bunch. But it was really nice. It was really nice to collaborate with her, and she is so amazing and supportive, and I really couldn't ask for a better partner in crime in this endeavor. I am lucky that Sarah was so willing to collaborate with me on this, and I hope we can do more future collaborations. We're not done yet. We still have a little while left to go. I'm thinking we'll do another collaborative video now that we're a little bit more into the swing of the 5K, not just the beginning, but the middle part of it. And I think there's talk of us carrying this over into October. I know I'm not ready to stop doing this program. I really am desperate to get to the 5K. I want to do the 5K. I want to do it. So I'm going to try my best to get there. Bye, everybody. We'll see you real soon. Weight loss goals, Disney wishes, running a 5K, doing the thing.